Hello and welcome to Miniatures Rundown. I'm Joshua.
And I'm Mitchell.
And we have Necromunda. And also Warhammer Underworlds. But honestly,
Necromunda. But, I mean, there are cool models in here.
to be fair, this is some pretty cool Warhammer Underworlds.
I still need convinced on the Slaanesh, but whatever.
That's the one I don't need convincing on, but we'll get to that. Let's start with the probably star of the show today. So, the one that I think we're most excited about, at least personally, as people who play and arbitrate Necromunda, and just generally like whenever we have new Necromunda rules, is the supposed last book in the Aranthian Succession series.
They said last.
This is the Ruins of Yardland, or Jardland, I don't know. Yardland, Ningadurgan, yeah. So this is the last book in the Aranthian Succession. If you're not up to date on the story, don't worry, neither is Mitchell, but Lord Helmwar is kind of dead. Lady Credo's leading a rebellion. She woke up a guy, Aranthius, who has like a long-standing claim to the throne of Necromunda, and everybody fighting over it. Now, Yardland is a squat settlement that was destroyed. The two miniatures who are actually went up for a pre-order on Friday from Forge World, they were from Yardland. So I'm assuming this is kind of one of those things they're involved because there's some kind of MacGuffin.
Oh, yeah.
As you can tell by the shiny plastic, we have not actually gotten to crack and open this yet. But we will. Stay tuned for a review, hopefully coming up early next week as we really dive into this. The short version, though, is that this has new campaign, new, I was about to say data sheets. Yeah, I guess they are data sheets.
Kind of.
New data sheets for the new bounty hunters. New rules for Vansar vehicles. Well, Vansar mounts. The Vansar crew, Enforcer crew, Enforcer vehicle.
And squat, all those things.
And the squat vehicle
Which
crew.
we've already seen the vehicle for that. It's the only one we've actually seen the vehicle for.
Right.
But yeah, so very similar to the previous Fall of Helmwar books.
Yep.
And it's the conclusion of it.
I do find it interesting, sorry, this is completely off topic, but given what's been going on in the Warhammer universe right now, it still says Forge World Miniatures on the back. Even though Forge World is kind of no longer a thing.
Yeah, they blended.
We're waiting to make sure that they've actually fully updated the website before we actually make a video on it, because it doesn't look like they have.
No, they haven't. I'm not sure they will.
So, book MSRPs for $60?
Good question. Yes.
Book MSRPs for $60. Our local gaming store was allocated one.
This one.
Would love to play your game, Games Workshop. It'd be great if you'd let me play your game. Now, I did order one, and I was very lucky to. I ordered one, and it is on the way. But, yeah, it looks like allocations for this are low. It'll probably be back in stock later.
You want to play Underworlds? We got like 20 or 30 of those.
No, I don't want to play Underworlds.
Oh, okay.
Because we have the most important thing to talk about first.
The cards!
The cards.
The most important thing to talk about.
So this is actually only half the cards that were released today, but this is the only one that was released into stores.
Yeah, so they did a reprint of the Vansar cards that were previously out.
But they're online only.
Which they haven't done since the Ashways cards have been coming out.
Right. I find that very strange.
That is very strange.
Obviously, it's because Vansar are overpowered bullcrap and need to be kept in line by keeping the cards online.
Yeah.
Not really.
Gatekeeping.
Oh, God. Anyway, we have new Vansar Tactics cards for vehicles and reprint of the Tactics cards. We're legitimately happy with that because it always sucks that the Tactics cards would go out of print and then just not be available.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can get them online very easily, lots of PDFs out there, but it sucks that you had to, especially if you like using physical cards, which I do.
I do too.
Even if they are a little pricey.
Yeah.
So happy to have them back in stock. The vehicle cards will be more cards, but for Vansar.
Yep. I'm interested to see, because again, we haven't cracked the book yet, what it actually does for vehicles in Vansar, considering they didn't get one.
I'm assuming it just increases your ballistic skill till you never miss, and it just has infinite rapid fire or something else.
Yeah. Rapid fire +1, long range at any range, and reroll your hit rolls.
Ignore all cover, ignore all malice to hit, and rending.
Yep. And, what's the one that if you... the decapitate thing, where if you... Sever. Yep, every gun has sever on your vehicle.
All of the previous was a joke. We just... Look, one of the things we do know is that they chose to make the new Vansar crew have a 3-up ballistic skill for only 10 credits more.
And that's perfectly balanced. says the Vansar player.
Now that Mitchell's done over that, are you okay?
Yeah, what happened?
Nothing. Anyway, if you want some vehicles to go with your Vansar cards, you get a mount.
Vehicles.
Yeah, so we were kind of disappointed because we were hoping for the flying wing sight that they teased in the initial Book of the Outlands.
I also would not mind the Vansar Batman, but they never did that. as a model, yeah.
Vansar Birdsong?
Yeah. Yeah.
What they did instead is they re-released the Arachnirig. This is weird. So the Vansar Arachnirig is an existing brute for Vansar.
They only just put the model out in Forge World like last year.
Yes, it's a Forge World resin model. It's still available, by the way. I thought they had taken it off, but they had not. It was just out of stock for a bit. What they've done now is they've released the Vansar Ash Wastes Arachnirig,
which is basically the same thing, but in a jumpy position with the terrible flight stands
and
different weapon options.
And a crew instead of being a brute.
Are they a crew?
Yeah, it's a crewed vehicle.
No, it's a. Is it a? No, I swear it's a brute.
Oh, is this one a brute? Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking the new hoverboards. Sorry, we'll get into that.
Oh, nope. No. Those are also not crewed.
No, those are crew, but those are mounts.
Those are mounts.
That's also weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, but so they're not really vehicles?
Nope. They're especially meant for the Ash Wastes, but they're not really vehicles, and they're not technically mounts?
Yeah, it's very, very odd the way they did this. That being said, I'm overall just happy to see these things in plastic.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And you could very, very easily convert these to be a normal Vansar Arachnirig.
And that's what I'm going to do. I converted an Arachnirig already. I'm still going to buy this.
That's why I bought this.
Yeah.
Is because I want, when I finally start playing Vansar, because I want to play every gang at least once, I'm just going to use one of these as an Arachnirig. I'll convert it to be standing there, put the right weapons on it.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to buy the Forge World one.
Like, position its legs so it's standing, even if it's only on one foot.
Yeah.
Call it good.
It's $55, I think, for the two of them, which is...
yeah, I believe so. Which is $55, which is cheaper than the one Forge World one, which is $67, by the way.
Yeah, really, this is just an amazing release for Vansar.
Yeah, it's great.
Mitchell takes it home. And leaving Necromunda, we go back to Warhammer Underworlds with Death Gorge.
Yeah, the newest season of Underworlds.
Yes.
Because every year they come out with this 2-player box.
Kind of fittingly, no, that's not the right word. They always do this weird thing where the Underworld seasons follow what's happening in Maiden Age of Sigmar's story.
Yeah.
But like a year or two late.
Oh.
Because Dire Chasm which is set inside like the heart of Gur. Like they did that after it had already been in Gur. And this is going to the point to where the Everwinter, I forget the name of the con, it starts with an A. This is where the Everwinter has made everything real cold, which is the current setting for the current General's Handbook in Age of Sigmar.
Yeah.
So I always kind of find it funny that the setting of these follows that, but at such a delayed pace, because it seems to me like you'd want to, I don't know,
keep them together,
synergize that somehow.
Oh.
Look, maybe this just got off during COVID and they're still trying to catch up.
Oh God, I hope not.
The important thing you need to know about this is that it contains, like every Underworld set, some banger miniatures.
Yeah, if there is a positive that I can say about Underworlds and Warcry, is their minis are great.
Yeah, I own almost every Underworlds. Well, not anymore. I stopped buying them. At one point, I bought almost every Underworlds Warband because the minis are just so amazing, even with no intention to actually play them.
Yeah, they're very nice.
Now, what is really funny about this, personally, is that we are flip-flopped on our usual opinions on the miniatures.
Yes.
Because I am absolutely a fan of these Slaanesh miniatures.
And I don't really care for them.
Which is, I feel so weird.
To me, Slaanesh is all about the perfection. I'm an Emperor's Children player first and foremost. So it's all about the perfection and the grace and the litheness and that's a fat guy.
I see. I see how it is.
That guy couldn't get a date at a bar if there was no age limit. No age limit. If there was no drink limit. It was happy hour all the time. And then there's the one with the crisscrossy arms, which is the closest, but I think her face is kind of morphed. And then the one with the 2 snake legs.
Haribo twin snakes legs, yes.
Yes. And then, but one of them is way longer than the other, and they're still Because if they were like forward and backward, I can see them being.
She was walking on them like.
Yeah. But like being side by
That would
side,
be amazing.
Being side by side and one leg is just like way longer. I don't understand.
It's chaos.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be like the grace of chaos. If you want crazy chaos, go to Tzeentch.
It's supposed to be that the goalpost for what grace and perfection is has moved so much that for mere mortals it no longer makes sense.
But they aren't mere mortals.
No, that's why they don't make sense to us.
No, they don't.
What they are is there are 3 demons who have been sent here by Selesky, the eventual allegiance, to basically learn the power of friendship and capture 666 souls.
It's 3 named characters that don't get along, and Celeste has decided to give them a goal to make them get along.
And you know what? The real souls were the friends we ate along the way.
Yeah.
They're up against Idneth Deepkin. I don't normally care too much for wet elves.
Yeah, I'm not a Deepkin fan either.
However, this box, Deepkin are like 2 for 2 on the single greatest miniatures ever made because they had Crabnose and now they have Squidmar.
Mm-hmm. It is just not close the best mini in this box.
The Danger Squid is like, I want a Danger Squid plush from Games Workshop.
Oh, that would be so good.
As long as it doesn't act like the the Nurgle one and like kill children or something
people,
like that. Yeah.
Did they ever make a Crabnose one?
No.
Oh, they should.
Missed opportunity. There should be a Crabnose plush. There should be a Cragnose plush, legitimately.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
There should be
a Nagash.
A Nagash plush, a Karazai plush.
Yeah.
Call us GW.
Yeah.
Look, just go to Makeship, like all those other plushie makers do. Just go to Makeship, just crowdfund it or whatever. You'd make at least $10.
I bet at least $10.
Probably more than that, but I like to go low.
Yeah.
Anyway, despite the amazingness of this box, I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah.
It is $95 because it does come with 2 warbands, which are usually valued at $40 each now.
So that's 80 of it.
And the other 10 is all the cards in the board.
Which is fine,
and
except
dice and everything else.
I don't need any of that
The
stuff.
problem is I don't actually play Underworlds anymore because I got tired of the card chase. And then they reset it with Rivals, which I loved, and then they added more Rivals card chase, and I kind of stopped bothering.
Yeah.
That being said, when these guys come out in a solo kits or a dual box, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Be your first Slaanesh Demon models?
Yeah, I think that... I'm pretty sure I don't own... No, I own a single metal Slaanesh Chaos Lord from Warhammer Fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
Which
I have that one
really only kind of counts.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, I've got I'm sorry, no, I've got the guys from Diarchism.
Oh, okay, I didn't know you got them.
Yep, I got them too.
That's
with the Slangor because it's such a cool model.
That is cool.
Anyway, great models.
See, that kit I like. The Diarchism one with the Slangor and the...
Because it's got a bull person and a loincloth. Yeah, I understand.
I mean, not technically wrong.
If the squid was wearing a loincloth, would you go for it?
I already like the squid.
That didn't answer my question, Mitchell.
No.
Okay. So all of this is currently up for pre-order on Games Workshop website. Unfortunately, if you wanted anything that wasn't
this,
you probably aren't going to get it because
Yeah,
it's all out of stock. Also, good luck navigating Games Workshop's new website, especially if you want Necromunda or Warhammer Underworlds. It's so bad.
but that's a video for another time.
It's another time. It's so bad, guys.
It's something else. Anyway,
What's also really bad is if you watch and don't leave us a like and a comment because it really helps us out.
it's probably worse than GW's website.
Yeah, arguably that is the only thing worse than GW's website. So don't be worse than Games Workshop's website. You can't be. You can't be. See you next week.
Bye.